Yeah, this is just a little bit of an info video, because we finally made that almost two-way now, entirely two-way. Some blocks got changed around from the previous iteration, and now it actually works in both directions. Quickly gotta check if I reversed it. No, not yet. Oops, only once. And now we can go in the other direction. This is the duping direction. Let's look at it. It's gonna take a while. I only put this far out because I want to have some structure blocks pasting this thing into the space here. Let's see. Here it's duping. In the front, oops, we are actually pushing in pistons from the side here that are stored all the way out here, and we're pushing pistons from the top down through this tower first, and then those come in. And we push them, we double extend them down with XY ors. Nice setup here. And it got changed a little bit because we're now pushing instead of previously pulling. And then the braking setup is over here. It's a little bit different, but we directly with the breaker piston we push out the redstone blocks here. We push them back in because we can't have them here. Okay, and it should stop rather soon. We're again pushing it further out to this same block, as I want to simulate the machine now being pushed forward. So after it's in the station like this, you reload the chunks. It's in the station right here, and now we move it forwards by one block. We just simulate that and moving these pistons back, which is pretty much equivalent. Then we just start, no, not yet. Then we reverse direction by updating this piston once as well, and then we start it back in the other direction. So almost nothing in here now has to like be moved around or stuff or whatever. It's really nice. The only thing that has to happen that isn't moving forwards is this piston getting a 6 game tick pulse for activating the button, and everything here can just slide past all the pistons here. As you can see, it's all sliding past this, also sliding past this. We have to get the right update orders here, and actually over here we also pull this piston from this butt here along with this segment, because it's not allowed to activate the butt here, because there would destroy our headless pistons here. Also, as you can see, we're pulling redstone blocks here, which is quite nice. Okay, it should stop rather soon. This flying machine will crash into that obsidian block right there. Let's see that. And actually once it's here, the only thing we have to do at this side, don't have to do anything else, literally, just have to activate this thing once and launch the machine again. Now it'll break again. Let's have a closer look. Actually by now a really nice layout with the duping. Like, we've had this duping layout for quite a while now, it's actually working really well. You can see it's duping. For example, over here this is really flat with this piston here, how it's getting moved around. So Rechen and I have been very happy with the piston situation down here for quite a while now. Otherwise they're stupid, I can't see. Okay, and the braking over here, this braking layout was pretty much made by Myra. But we have a problem actually, because here, if we look very carefully, we're actually pulling this piston. This was previously a headless piston with which we actually broke the bedrock. So right there, just broke the bedrock. this piston is actually getting pulled back here, and that's horrible. So what we have to do is we have to transport it over here, transport it up here, and then we have to do something special up here. So we have to, when this comes up, this line, we have to actually push it back over, and then pull the piston up so that it's in the right position again later. This was a very, very fun little module that we designed here. Yeah, we had a lot of those small issues, but this thing is now mostly easy to push forwards in the third direction. There are some components in here that are quite hard to push forwards. Right now just think, why is the glass block here? I don't think this glass block is necessary. I just leave it there because I don't know. It doesn't seem to be necessary at all. Whatever. So like, get this to pronounce, completely necessary. Okay, and just to show this again, we have to push it over now. We simulate that, of course, by moving the headless pistons back, and all the pistons actually. So we literally just move them back one block, that's all we do here. And then we activate this piston for 6, yeah, that's not right, for 6 game ticks. No, 6 game ticks, so that these redstone blocks are now attached to these pistons. That when this guy gets pulled back and this butt activates, these pull the redstone blocks in. Yeah, then we can just start on the other direction again. This will work an infinite number of times. This machine cannot break, at least not quite. It can break because of lightning strikes mainly, or snow falling, I guess, on pistons, because there are some butted pistons in here. Well, this one actually can't be updated from anywhere, but there are some, I believe. Well, this one also can't be updated from anywhere. Well, maybe lightning, if a lightning strikes here and fire could spread, I guess. So lightning is very bad. Oh, just saying, lightning could break this thing very, very badly. But it's mostly everything proof. Funnily enough, this thing can actually run the lazy chunks because there's like no entities. And it also doesn't get influenced by tile tick suppression because there are no tile ticks running in here. So that's quite nice. Doesn't even need to be an entity processing chunks. That's quite funny. Okay. Just to appreciate this once more, I'm just gonna run it without talking, I guess. Okay, yeah, this has taken way too long actually. So yeah, I'm actually really pleased that this thing is done now. I'm quite sure that when we build the station, we're gonna figure out there's a lot of problems with pushing that thing over. For example, stuff like this is kinda hard to push over. But there's not much in the way here, so we could be in luck and do some very wonky stuff to move all this over. But yeah, that's a problem for another day. I'm hoping that I can implement, because right here, of course, we could, for example, do something like this, and then if we had a power source in here somehow, you push this thing over, wouldn't have to pull it or something, which would improve some stuff. But there's a lot of these things that we can do when we build the station. So yeah, I hope that the station won't take as long as the two-way breaker. I'm quite sure this is not optimal at all, but it's I don't want to do this again. We've had so many iterations of this, actually unbelievable. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Yeah, also, if you look at this machine now has everything in it, right? Everything happens in this machine. It's also really actually quite dense. I mean, if you look in the middle, there's not much that's actually there's not much wasted space here. This thing is pretty well used. But for example, this one where we actually attach the duper to the breaker, there's a lot of wasted space in here, and even in the optimized one, there's still a lot of wasted space. Also, this one crashed, and it's still probably longer and does less than that machine over there. So I'm quite pleased with this now. Really quite pleased. Okay. Yeah. This was fun. Fun two-way tech in 1.8. Okay. See you around at some point when the station gets finished.